Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Hello. It's Friday, and we are officially in fall.
I want summer back.
We're not getting summer back. We have three more seasons before that happens.
Summer back?
Yes. We have a lot to cover. Not too much to cover. We're not going to take too much of your Friday, but we wanted to bring back our favorite girl, Dené Atcheson, with One Trust Home Loans. And there's a lot of things that have been happening that we had to bring her back so she could let everyone know what the market shift and the change. So what's going on in the loan world?
Well, I know everybody's talking about the raising of the interest rates. But just to make sure everybody understands, when the feds meet and they raise interest rates, they're not raising mortgage interest rates. They are raising short-term, less than 10 years, which would directly affect, auto loans, credit card rates, home equity lines of credit. These are tied to prime. Now, although there is no direct correlation between prime and the Treasury, which are attached to mortgage loans, there is a rippling effect. And actually, there's actually also an effect up front. So you'll see a rise, a little bit of a jump up front with the market trying to figure out how this rise in interest rate, or even, the Fed speaking about a raise in interest rates, how it will affect the economy and the market. So, and then you'll see that trickle down effect or ripple effect that they call, and it will have like long-term slow increases. So when the Feds say they're raising interest rates a quarter, that does not mean your mortgage interest rates are raised a quarter if you haven't locked in or if you're looking to buy. Now it's still a good time to buy. We've seen a little bit of fluctuation again with the tariff wars and other things that are happening internationally. Our economy's doing well, so it's kind of one of those things. We have a great economy, and we're getting good interest rates on our retirements, and we all have jobs, and there's that plus. But then that seems to say, okay, we're stable, let's increase these interest rates a little bit. So it's one of those things where you take the good with the bad.
You got to hedge inflation somehow.
Exactly.
So you hedge inflation that way.
Yeah, but rates are still relatively low. I know Andy and I have talked about when we bought our first homes, I was at 8.25%, and that was stellar at that time.
9.5%.
Yep, 9. I think I was at 9 when I bought my first house. So
there's still
You're still looking in the high 4s, low 5s. It's still like record lows when you look historically, over the last 3 or 4 decades. Great rates, great payments, and it also kind of benefits us because it does slow the market down again. So a lot of those people that have been priced out actually are getting an opportunity to jump back in. So if you were one of those people that put the house hunt on hold because the prices were too high, get back in there, because now you have the ability to call these two because they are going to get the best house for you.
That's really interesting you said that, because I can feel it starting to level itself out. It's not so much a seller's market. You're starting to see the buyer being treated better in this market, and it's interesting to see. It's great to see that let's get out there and start looking for a house for you. Definitely.
Absolutely. And there are still programs out there for
absolutely so many down payment assistance. There's portfolio programs. I mean, there's pretty much a program to fit every buyer.
Okay.
Dené, thank you for your help yesterday too. That was wonderful to sit down with you. Thank you. You really helped one of my clients. It was great. So
another qualification, another approved buyer. If you're unsure of where you stand, give Dené a call. She'll let you know, if you're ready now or if you'll be ready in the next couple of months. It's important to know where you stand before that landlord gives you a call and says, hey, we're increasing your rent another $200 or $150 a month, because that's still what we're experiencing in the rental world.
Yeah. So the rental world is still tough out there, and it's not getting any better because there's not a lot of rentals out there right now.
So give her a call. We have her information here in the video, and we've got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. What's going on this weekend,
Andy?
Andy?
Street vibrations, and it's still good weather. Go out and see the motorcycles. It's kind of fun.
Yes.
And all the vendors that are along with them. So that's kind of fun to go see.
Yes. Andy doesn't have a bike, but you might catch him out in the chaps. So take a look.
Or maybe don't look.
And so that's what we have going. And then next week is the Italian festival.
Yep. So that'll be fun.
Yes.
And you know what? Just because they're working on downtown doesn't mean there's not parking down here. So there's plenty of parking, and it's still. I was down here the other night, and it was still easy to park.
It is.
So
come out here and show some support for our local businesses. Joe Stella is always up and running. They're ready. They have some amazing specials. They can accommodate whatever your dietary restrictions are. And
Cafe de Thai just moved in right next to Chewy's too. So one of our friends, that's so nice. So good.
Yeah.
My wife made me drive down here for Thai food on Sunday night. Yeah, it was awesome.
So get down here. We don't want to take it much more of your time, but give us a call if you have any questions. We'll be out and about. And happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Thank you.